Hello, Purples. It is Ewan Wadharmi once again with the Perp Walk. All the real stories no one cares about.
Everybody heard the Perp's word.
Dog is obsessed with water. Taco Bell wrapper, not a human tongue. Man worried about lack of squirrels. Snuggle Bear Cartel exposed. Officers search for snowman posing as Comcast employee. Blonde can't drive her toy truck drunk. Man throws high-heeled shoe at another person because he had to work during bomb cyclone. Someone reported seeing 4 distracted blondes driving recklessly. Please insert your own joke here. A woman with 2 outstanding warrants was arrested after she brought attention to herself by drunkenly reporting that her dad had taken her vehicle 3 years ago. A scared and armed resident called from her locked and barricaded bedroom to report that someone was in her house. She could hear, although the washing machine and TV muffled the noises, someone breaking glass. She could also hear someone on the stairs and believed the music and air compressor had been turned on. Deputies investigated and found that the washing machine's vibrations had bumped the air compressor into action and knocked over a lamp, causing a bulb to break. In some sort of wacky Rube Goldberg contraption. A wildly intoxicated 19-year-old man was arrested after he came into an elderly woman's house, woke her up and kissed her. He told her he came to babysit and that Cindy had sent him. The woman had no idea what he was talking about. Witnesses claimed he had been running through yards, making a general fool out of himself. A woman made a late-night report regarding her date with a creepy guy who managed to put down an entire cold pack of Mountain Dew that night. A strange man was seen walking around a fast food restaurant with his eyes closed. After several failed attempts to blindly reach out for a table, he was kicked out. He was last seen walking toward another nearby restaurant. An intoxicated resident called 911, asked the dispatchers how they were doing, then hung up. He called back again to state his name and complain that his ex-girlfriend was at his house. He then swore at the dispatcher and hung up. A gas station employee reported a man who came in talking about a revolution. She said it was odd and that the man seemed out of it. A woman said her entire family of 8 was fighting. She said one of them had cut the power with a chainsaw and that they had kicked her off the property. A worried woman called in after her ex-husband called and told her daughter that he couldn't leave the bedroom. Deputies found that the man lived with his girlfriend's parents. They were not holding him hostage, but were very strict. A woman who was arguing with her 17-year-old daughter said the girl jumped out of her vehicle and threw up on the side of the road. For attention, a man called in to report that his girlfriend's daughter wasn't being cooperative. A man claimed that while he was exchanging the baby for the dog, said his ex-wife attacked him. Sounds like a fair trade, honestly. Don't throw out the baby with the hot dog water. A helpful citizen reportedly spotted a teenage boy and girl bumping uglies. A man said his bearded father hit him in the face 5 or 6 times. He did not need medical attention. Why does he have a non-bearded father as well? Why does that need to be stated? Reportedly, an intoxicated man driving a large white vehicle with the license plate whatever urinated in a grocery store parking lot. Apparently, there were unhappy passengers on a train. A 15-year-old boy knocked some books out of his 12-year-old sister's hand while their mom was at work. A resident said someone was looking through their window. Apparently, the neighbor had the same problem. Well, I was looking back to see if you was looking back to see if you was looking back to see if it was looking back at me. A driver said a dirty-looking little girl who was walking along the road jumped into the bushes when vehicles drove by. A man is worried that the person who sent him threatening letters will come to his home and lop off his head and hands. A man claimed that someone follows him around town and places weird cards on his vehicle. The mysterious cards have an eye and a sequence of numbers on them. Someone found a shovel in a bag. Someone said he saw a car driven by a female go through a red light. He said the passengers were also female and that one of them was wearing a ski mask. He believed the women were on drugs. A semi ran over a turkey. A woman reported that her careless sister's dog chases her kids when they walk to the bus stop. I'm never going to school again. Embarrassed minds can do no learning. A resident thinks there are transients in the willow trees near their shed. Apparently, residents have been burning rabbit feces. A resident said the neighbor came into their yard and etched a threatening message in the snow.
I got more etchings upstairs.
A young man felt he was deceived by a member of the Insane Clown Posse and fellow high school students who friended him on Facebook. The boy feels this other kid is not who he says he is. Oh, he's just a juggalo, and everywhere you go, Take off your belt and remove your shoelaces. Ewan out.